I'm Lauren Whitehurst. I'm a certified personal trainer and certified nutrition coach.
Hi, I'm Sunni. I'm a certified professional life coach and a certified brain health professional.
We also have Angela Salyers, who is a licensed professional counselor, and the three of us together make up
Whole Life Vitality.
We teach whole life vitality of the mind, body, and soul, bringing the physical, emotional, and spiritual together for whole life wellness. Hey, friends.
Welcome back.
Hey, Sunny.
Hey.
It is what it is.
Oh, why'd you do that?
Because look at this weather. I mean, it is what it is. It's like gloomy today.
Okay.
And overcast and chilly.
Let me just say, we told you guys, but in case you are a new listener, we record these from South Alabama. So we're talking like the southernmost part of Alabama before you hit the Gulf of Mexico.
Where it's normally balmy and beautiful, 70 and sunny. Like it is, let's be fair, we get a lot of good months.
Yeah, well, yes, except for the summer. It's hot.
We get a couple of hot ones.
Ooh, yeah, it's real hot.
I like the heat.
Yes, you will get that. For me, I'm like, you walk outside and you get like thrown a like wool blanket. It's already 1,000,000 degrees, and then imagine having like a wool blanket thrown over your head. But that's what
I'm
the
from
summer
Texas.
is.
Okay, in Texas, but like 3 years before we moved here in Texas, we had 100 days over 100 degrees.
Yeah.
For our summer that year. That was hot.
Ugh.
That was hot. I moved here, and when I got here, everyone was like, "It's so hot," and I'm like, "It's 87 degrees." Yeah. It's hot.
Well,
wait, it's not even 100 degrees yet. What are we talking about?
That's September. That's not July.
No. Okay, but 95. I think it hit over 100 maybe like 3 times this year in Alabama.
Yeah, but the feels like is always over 100.
That's
Lauren, and that's
true.
That's the important one.
It's because it's humid. It is very humid here.
You might as well the weather guy might as well just say, quit giving us the temperature. Just tell what it's going to feel like every day.
That's true, because you go outside
108.
and you kind of like swim through the air.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, the point being, from May until September, it's going to be hot. You don't have to guess.
It is what it is.
You don't have to guess. October. Yesterday it was 81.
Yes, it was.
Today it is 51. Okay.
Yes.
Yesterday it was 81, and today is 51.
And
I just want you to sit with that for a second.
Gloomy and overcast, and I kind of just want to sit with like a cup of tea next to a fire, because when it's 50 degrees, it might as well be 20 degrees.
Yeah. So we say all of that because she opened up with, it is what it is.
Yes.
Okay. Fun fact
Trigger
about
warning.
me. I hate that saying more than any other saying. It is
loathe
entirely.
entirely.
I loathe entirely. I hate it. I hate it. And every time.
It's a very strong word, Sunny.
Oh, but I really, really, really don't like it. I will never not hear you say it to me, or will never not hear someone else saying it. Like, it's one of those words that I can hear, or sayings I can hear from across the room. Like, I always
everything will be white noise. It'll all just be like,
yeah,
and then all of a sudden, clear as day. It is what it is.
It is what it is. So why?
Why does it bug you so much?
Because it is such a self-defeating statement. You have never, and I've had not arguments, but I've had discussions with people that are like, no. That's just an accepting statement. Okay, let me ask you a question. How did you say it when you said it?
What did you mean? What did you feel in your gut when you said it?
Listen to the energy.
Did you think it is what it is?
Yeah.
Or did you say it is what it is?
Seriously, make it happy. You can't. It sounds weird to even make it happy, because when you are happy, you never say it is what it is. You don't.
I'm so excited that it is what it is.
Yeah, that's never. Okay, never. 0 out of 0 times.
It's always I am resigned to it is what it is.
I can't do anything about it.
Yep.
And while that may be true. You can't change your circumstances.
Yeah.
You can always change your reaction to your circumstances.
You can change your mind. You can change your framing. You could even change yourself within the circumstance.
But how people are using it most of the time is they have no options.
Yeah.
They have no options. It's just this way, and they've resigned to themselves just being this way. So self-defeating.
It takes a potentially malleable situation and makes it black and white.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So what I say is, it is what I make it.
Yeah.
Every time I hear that, I say, even if someone else, and like if you're in a restaurant, you know how you can sometimes like hear conversations. When I hear
I love to people watch and I love to people listen. I know. maybe that's rude. I don't know. I love it. I think it's so fun.
I don't do it very often, but my spouse, who has an, ADD brain, I can sometimes see him getting so uncomfortable at a restaurant because he is listening to multiple conversations. So if we're in those restaurants that are small, I can focus on what Nate is saying, but he's focusing on multiple. And he's like, I can't handle this. But sometimes I just overhear things, especially if you have like a loud speaker.
Sure.
But when I hear that, I always say to myself, now it's like my brain just is automatic. It is what I make it.
Autocorrect in your phone.
Yes.
It's so annoying because I sent something to a friend the other day and I don't even remember what I was trying to say, but it autocorrected to Helena. And she replied and she's like, wow, Helena's really up with things right now. And I was like, oh, dang it, stupid autocorrect. But your brain just autocorrects.
It autocorrects. And that's because your brain is neuroplastic.
Yeah.
So it can change based on new information or life experiences that it's given. So you have neural pathways in your brain. So think about that like your brain's wiring. Okay.
Can I just give an analogy? I love this analogy. Have you ever driven down a dirt road? Mm-hmm. And especially an old one where everyone,
we're in Alabama.
Yes, where everyone has driven down that dirt road like
it's called
500 million times. It's called a rut. Yes. And then you try to pop yourself up out of that rut. You try to turn out of it, and you can, but it's hard.
But it's hard.
Your car wants to just slip back down into those divots. That's what your neural pathways are.
Yes. But like you said, you can get out of it and you can actually create a new road.
Yep.
And that's what neuroplasticity is. So it's gotten to a point that now whenever I hear that, my brain automatically says, it is what you make it. Because I have like rewired that thinking so much because I do not say that anymore. I do not say it is what it is. I have worked so hard to fight that self-defeating speech, where I'm just resigned to things being just how they are. Because even if I can't change how things are, I can change my reaction to it.
Absolutely.
And so I know that I always have options even when I don't. That makes sense? Mm-hmm. I always have options even when I don't. So for me, it is what it is. I always have an option to either change the situation or change how I look at the situation.
Yeah. Do you want to put yourself and everything else into a little box that you're like, well, it's never going to change. Here we are. I live here now.
Right.
Or can you do whatever you want? My brother says the most amazing thing. He adopted this mindset years ago. And the first time he told me, I was like, oh my goodness, I have shared it with so many people. He says, I do what I want. I don't do what I don't want. And sometimes I try to want better things.
Oh.
And I'm like, yes,
that's amazing.
100% yes to that. And so this box is just, I do what I have to do. It is what it is. I do what I have to do. There's no room to do anything else.
There's no room for growth at all.
Yeah,
there.
you're just in the box.
That's fixed. Mm-hmm. That is very fixed. It's a fixed mindset.
Yep.
That it is what it is means you have to accept it. Yep.
But that you can say, I am who I am.
It is what I make
and
it.
I'm not who I'm not. But sometimes I try to be a better person.
That's growth.
There's room there.
I know you have, as a, personal trainer and nutrition coach, you have worked with people that come to you thinking, this is the body that I have. My family deals with, obesity and health issues. So it is what it is. There's not hope for me.
Yeah. It happens.
And
it happens.
Say
people definitely think that.
What do you say to them?
There are lots of people that think that, for sure.
Yeah.
That 90% of your DNA and makeup is not actually genetic.
Yeah.
That so much of it is diet and lifestyle and the choices that you make.
And what you think.
Where you choose to live, what you choose to bring into your home, the habits that you create, the mindset that you have. So much of where you are is, okay, those habits are not genetic. They're learned behaviors. Yes, your parents had the same learned behaviors, and so then you learned them from them. And so, yes, you have a similar outcome. But what if you didn't?
Yeah.
What if you took those habits that you created, deeply ingrained ruts in the road from the time you were a small child, and you popped out of that rut and you created a new road?
Yes.
Well, when you travel down a new road, you reach a new destination.
Yeah.
You could be a completely different person. Did you know that every single cell in your body dies off and a new one is created over the course of a 2-year period? Every single cell. If you start making new habits now, you start changing that path, you start going down a different one now, 2 years from now, you won't be the same person.
Yeah.
Every single cell will have died off and a new one that has been created on this new path will exist.
Yeah.
You will be a new person.
I listened to a talk last night from Sunni, who is the Clemson college football coach. And he was talking about, where he is now as opposed to what his family was like.
Yeah.
And, he was the first one. He decided that he wanted to be different.
Yep.
And no one in his family had gone to college and graduated college. And he has 2 degrees. He said, and I've been married to the same person for over 30 years. And he said, all of these things I decided I wanted for myself, and they were different than how I was raised and what we had always known, because I made decisions for myself.
Yep.
It is what I make it. That it doesn't matter your background. It doesn't matter who your family is. It doesn't matter, where you're at on your journey. It doesn't matter if you're tall, if you're short, if you're, you got the degrees or you don't have the degrees. It is what you make it.
Can we quote the infamous Hannah Montana for just a moment?
Yeah.
She says, life's what you make it. So let's make it rock. I mean, that is what she told us.
That's and that's truth right there. That's
just solid words of wisdom.
Where else are you going to get Hannah Montana truth smacking you right in the face?
Right?
Only on Whole Life Vitality's podcast. I mean, you can't argue with Hannah.
She knows where it's at.
What happened? That's a podcast for another day.
Why are you the way you are?
One thing about Lauren and I, we're the same age. We're both, 40. And there are so many movie quotes and song lyrics and, television shows that are
overlap,
stuck in the recesses of our mind that it's completely normal to us. And you'll hear more of them, but it's completely normal to us. And what's awesome, depending on where you are in life, you'll get some of them. Maybe. And then some of them you probably won't, because we have kids too. Yeah. Because so they're steady, even though we have grown up, we watch our kids' shows, and so we're still getting them in our heads. And
I was listening to one of our other podcasts this morning in the car with the kids. And we do that often, actually. I spun it because I told them, please listen to the podcast and let me know where we could improve or if you have any ideas. And I'm like, sneaky. Now I got them listening to a mindset
Yeah,
podcast, right?
yeah.
And so they give me feedback. But in one of our podcasts, we mentioned the sixth sense, and both of them were like, what's that? And so I told them about the movie, just like the concept of the movie. And they both said, can we watch that? And I was like, no.
No, you may not.
Hear me tell you it scared the crap out of me?
No, you may not.
No, you may not watch that. I said, it's not a kid's movie.
Yeah.
Like maybe when you're older. They said, what is it rated? I said, PG-13. And they said, well, I'm 13. Yeah. And I said, no. I will be so triggered if you watch that movie. Wait till you're older.
Oh, man. Oh, it is what it is.
It is what it is. And there we are. Full circle.
Ugh. Full circle. There it is. So, thoughts. Leave your thoughts.
Do you say that?
Do you say that? How often do you say that? People within my inner circle know better now. They know. So now they're at the point they just do it to get a rise out of me.
Do you whisper under your breath when they say it? It is what you make it.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Well, no. When the people in my inner circle say it, I say it out loud. I say it out loud and proud to them. But they know now, so they just do it to patronize. And
it's funny because when you say that, how you reframe it and how you say it is what you make it, when other people say that, all I'm hearing in my head is that's what she said. Like because it's the same type of concept. Someone says something else and you just kind of like casually whisper, that's what she said.
If you did that, this is your homework for this week. Every time you hear that, instead of that's what she said, say it. It is what I make it.
It is what I make it.
You're just solidifying that neural pathway. So,
yes.
It's great because when I hear it out and about, even though it's initially like, but my brain does say that it is what I make it. So it's just digging that rut deeper for me. So it's actually benefiting me.
It's your own little autocorrect.
Yes.
You can create your own in your brain.
Absolutely. So do that. Just start saying, it is what I make it. And let me know, do you say that? And do you agree, disagree that it's self-defeating? Or if you use it in a positive way, you're like,
oh my gosh,
give me the inflection. Tell me how you are doing it because I would love to hear because I have yet.
Send us a video message.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Let me know.
Duet this. Like, tell us how do you use it?
Yeah.
Because we need perspective. Like there is growth to be had here.
Yeah. Let me know.
Because the statement can be what we make it.
Yeah.
That's right. It can.
It can.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, we want to hear from you. So definitely let us know. And thank you so much for joining us today. And we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.